Jeanette Clegg, and I'm better known on Instagram, Facebook and YouTube as Craftycleggcreations. Welcome. Today is Saturday the 8th of February. For those of you that are quite new to my channel, I've had a few new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing and welcome. I live in the northwest of England with my husband Tim and our little dog Zach. I'm very keen knitter, crocheter, and also getting that way about sewing too. I have a little Etsy shop which I will leave a link in the description box below for you to all go and have a little look. And yeah, and welcome. It's about 2 weeks ago now, maybe just over 2 weeks ago since I vlogged. What's happened since I last saw you? Well, let me tell you the tales. Not really tales, but I can tell you what I've been up to. The norm, busy at work, doing work, been to work. I work 2 days a week in a little shop in the local town near us called the Bobbin Patch. She does a lot of knitting and stitching shows, and the last one that she did was in Manchester at Event City. So I went along and did that one with her, which was quite nice. And really, other than working and doing some sewing in my craft room, we haven't really been up to very much, just because it's that time of year. The weather's cold, it's windy, it's miserable. The nights are getting lighter. On what day did I come home from work? Was it Thursday? And actually when I left work at 5 o'clock it was still light, which I like. I like the nighter light, the lighter, wow that's a mouthful, the lighter nights. I do enjoy them. What's the other thing I've got to tell you? So next week, yes, so I want to tell you briefly about what's going to happen next week. Next Friday, so this Friday coming, my daughter and her partner are going skiing to Canada, and they have a little dog which I think most of you might have seen, called Betsy, a little sausage dog, a dachshund, and they are having problems finding somebody to look after her. She does have a few ailments, our little Betsy, poor little thing. So she's asked me, Katie, would I go down to her house? She lives in Frome in Somerset. So I'm going to house sit and dog sit for a week. So what I've decided to do, because it's all going to be different surroundings, different things for you all to see, they do have a couple of little yarn shops in Frome. I think it's 2 that they have. I don't know actually, don't quote me on that, it could be 1. But I think there is 2 yarn shops now in Frome. And I know that one of them has a Wednesday night sock knitting club. So I'm going to call in and ask them, can I maybe join them on Wednesday night there? And there's a few different things that I want to do. So I'm going to, from next Friday till the following Saturday, so maybe a week, I am going to do like a little mini vlog every day. Just something different for you all to spend the time with me. I am going to take my sewing machine with me. I've told her that, you know, I will be taking all my crafting. So I'm going to put one of my sewing machines in the car and a cutting board and all the rest that you need for your sewing. I'm going to take a few different bits and pieces with me for knitting and crocheting. I'm actually going to use it as a great opportunity to catch up on a lot of things that I'd like to have done, but you don't really... It's just finding the time, isn't it? And I don't know about you, but when I sit down and I over craft, I feel really guilty. I feel that I should be doing something else, that I shouldn't be sat for so long doing, you know, nothing. And I don't know, I need to get out of that, but I do sort of feel guilty if I sit and craft for too long. But I am going to take this opportunity next week, as I'm just going to have it as an holiday. I'm going to look after the dogs. I'm going to do lots of walking. Whilst I am down there, my daughter is a dentist, and I am going to go and visit the dentist even though she's not there. I'm going to take the opportunity to go and see the hygienist, because obviously it's such a distance that when I do go down I have to take that opportunity. So I'm going to go and have my teeth cleaned, and I am going to go and hopefully have lunch or maybe an evening meal with my daughter's mother-in-law, Fiona. We get on quite well, Fiona and I, so I'm hoping to spend some time with her. I'm hoping to spend some time with a lady that I've met through the internet. I sold a bag to a lady who lives in New Zealand who happened to see some of the material that I was using that I bought from my daughters in Frome, and this craft shop, it's a material shop in Frome, they had this material specially printed, and it's of a very, very nice hill that's in Frome called Catherine Hill. And to cut a long story short, this lady had seen me make this bag for my daughter. We got talking and over the internet, and she said she'd like a bag, and so she ordered a bag, and then she said her sister lives in Frome. Anyway, I've actually exchanged messages with her sister, and now I'm going to meet up with her as well. So I'm going to meet up with this lady to have a coffee and maybe a chit chat in Frome, so that'll be nice. So I'm guessing that, you know, I'm going to have quite a few things to do. But I'm really looking forward to it. Obviously, I'll be sad that Tim's not coming with me, but with other commitments, work and one thing and another, unfortunately, he just can't have that time off work. He has just had surgery on his knee. He's had torn cartilage repaired and such like, and so he's had time off for that. So he was a little bit reluctant to have any more time off, because obviously, you know, we would like to save it for our holidays as such. So yeah, that's going to happen, so that's nice. I'm rambling now, aren't I? So I need to stop rambling because I've got things to show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with me sewing. I've got a few things that I've sewn. I've got some that I'm in the middle of, some that I'm going to do, and one that I've finished. But first of all, I want to just show you my new mug. This is my, how adorable is that? This is from Asda, believe it or not. Asda do a range. Well, when I say a range, they have quite a few different ones. I've got this one, I've got a llama. At Christmas, I think I got a Brussels sprouts. I got all sorts. And so, yeah, I thought this was really appropriate for me crafting vlog, for me to have my coffee out of. It's a bit big and clumsy, to be fair, and you can't really drink out of it properly, but it looks nice, and that's all that matters. So I'm just going to have a little sip, and excuse me. And we'll crack on, and I'll show you. This shawl that I've got on, this is my Hitchhiker's shawl. You know how I'm not very professional. I don't put show notes in, and I'll put as many links as I can do below if I remember. But it is on not Instagram, Ravelry. It's a paid for pattern on Ravelry, and if I can remember, I will put a link in. I made this many years ago. In fact, I made this when I lived in America. When I lived in America, because it's so warm in America, you very rarely make anything other than socks and shawls, because in the winter time, if you put a shawl on and a pair of socks, that's about as much winter wear as you need. So yeah, I made quite a few shawls when I lived in America, and this is one of them. And there's no point in me even telling you what this yarn is. It was a hand-dyed yarn that I bought from an indie dyer there, but again, long time ago, so I can't remember. But yeah, this is my Hitchhiker's shawl. Right, I just want to show you what I finished. So sewing first. I was making last time I saw you this little tiny bunny. It's called Penny Patch. I did show you that last time. Anyway, we've all finished now, and here she is. Let me show you. It was a really, really easy make. It wasn't difficult to make at all. I really enjoyed it. The only thing is, the pads and her ears, she should have had a scarf in the same. Let me show you the picture and you'll understand what I mean. Can you see? So she should have had a scarf in the same material here. Excuse me. Excuse me. And very clumsily, I just cut out these, their ears and the little heart. I never even thought about the scarf. And then when I come to it, it wasn't long enough, so I had to do a ribbon round her neck. But I think I will make more of these. I always make more of everything I make. I very rarely make one of anything. But yeah, I'm really pleased with her. Thought she was really nice. So that's one finished thing. Like I say, really easy to make, not difficult at all. Very easy pattern to follow. And yeah, really pleased with her. So that's the only finished thing in sewing that I've got. The next one, I don't know if you remember this as well. This was a gift from Angela. It's called The Potting Shed by Bunny Hill Design. And it's just a wall hanging. And I have started this. The fabric for this is beautiful. It's a really, really nice fabric. Let me just see if I can show you. Can you see? So they're all different fabrics, but they are absolutely beautiful. And then there's birds, bees. As you all know, I love bees. Polka dots. Anyway, this is about as far as I've got, but I wanted to show you because any progress is better than no progress. So I've actually done this straight lining here, this here. So it's this bit here that I'm doing is this across the top here. So I've actually done one lot of that. And this is what I'm going to, one of the things that I'm going to take to my daughters with me. It's and it's just an assortment of all the different fabrics that's in the wall hanging. Angela does have these in the shop. I will actually put Angela's link to the shop website in the description box below, because a couple of people have asked me about does Angela have a website, so I will put that down below for you all to have a look. Go on a website. But I will say about Angela, if there's things that I've shown you or that you've seen that you don't see on a website, if you take her telephone number down and ring her, she's really helpful. She'll describe anything over the phone, she'll take payment over the phone, and she'll post it out to you. So if there is anything at all that anybody ever sees and wants to buy but you can't find it on Angela's website, don't worry about that, just give us a call and we'll sort it out for you. So yeah, this is one of the things that I will be taking to Katie's. I'm hoping to get that finished while I'm there. I am hoping to get some things done for me. This is what I'm trying to do this year. I'm trying to do some things for me. I seem to craft, whether it be knitting, crocheting, sewing. I just seem to do it for everybody else and give everything, not give it away, but gift it. And I'm just trying to do more for myself, because I think sometimes you can just get carried away, and well, I certainly do. I get very carried away and I end up giving everything away, and I work hard and don't seem to get any reward in it myself. The reward for people having it is enough, but yeah, I just would like some things for me, if that doesn't sound too selfish. So that's another thing that's a work in progress. And really, other than that, I haven't got anything on the go. Well, I say I haven't got anything on the go. I have, and I wasn't going to show it you because I've not done very much, but I am going to show you. I shouldn't be so hard on myself. I wanted to try and get a little bit more done, just because I didn't want everybody to think, oh, is that the only progress that she's made? Because last time I made a pair of socks, I didn't do so well. I did eventually get them finished, but I must have cast them on and pulled them back and cast them on. I forget how many times, and I did eventually get them finished. And I have got a real anchoring to want to be able to do socks on a more regular basis and not take me quite as long. So, yesterday, I took the plunge and I casted on another pair of socks. I will show them to you. So they're in my mushroom bag. I thought, well, I'm making mushroom socks, so I've got to have a bag. So this is the mushroom drawstring bag that I made. This is mine, and I'll show you the socks. Bear with me. Everything's always at the bottom, isn't it, when you don't want it to be. Sorry about the wind if you can hear the wind, it's howling outside. Apparently we're waiting for a storm to come. So the wind is really picking up. So here we go. It's the Magic Toadstool socks. There's the picture of it. And the pattern is by Charlotte Stone of Stone Knits. Nice, isn't it? So what I've used, the main yarn that I've used is West Yorkshire Spinners. There isn't a colourway on it actually, it's just a number. It's just 06803. There isn't actually any colourway on it. I will have a look. I bought it from Wool Warehouse offline, so I will have a look and see if there's a name for it, but I don't think there is. So here we are. So this is how far I've got. I've not really got very far, to be fair. So I've just started the colour work now. It's not very good, you can't see it, can you? But this is a really, really nice colour. So this is the one, is the West Yorkshire Spinners. There you go. And then this one is one that I dyed myself. It's a 4-ply sock. I think it's 75% merino, 25% nylon. And this colourway is Ruby Red Lips. That's what we've decided to call it. So that's one I dyed. And then there's the white on the mushroom. I'm just going to use, this is an undyed. And it's the same, 75% merino, 25% nylon. And that's just undyed. So yeah, I'm hoping again, I'm hoping by next week, this is what I'd really, really like. By the end of the trip to my daughter's, I would like to have my wall hanging finished and my mushroom socks finished. If I could just get them two done, I'd be really pleased. I don't really want to put any pressure on myself, to be fair, but I really want my socks to be sort of an in-between a long-term project, if you know what I mean. So watch this space. Hopefully I shall get that done. I'd really, really like to finish them. So that's that. So next, let me just have a look at my show notes. Bear with me 1 second. Right, so finished items. I've got 2 finished items. Excuse me, I've dropped a yarn on there. Not at all professional, am I? But I don't want to be. I don't want it to be a professional vlog. I want it to be fun. I want it to be natural. I want it to be me. And what you see is what you get. And that's what I want. So the next thing you all know about is, and I'll have to stand up to show you this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I'll have to go right back. It's called, sorry about that, there was something on my screen. It's called the Rainbow Shawl. Rainboom Shawl. Anyway, I finished it. Wait there and I'll move back. It's really, really big. So I managed to get tassels all there and the tassels on this side. I will get a better picture. The only thing is, let me move my chair. The only thing is, I'm not really sure how you wear it. So, I don't know if you wear it as a shawl, as a scarf, but whichever way you wear it, let me tell you, it is so warm and chunky. It's really, really nice. I'm really, really pleased with it. And I actually managed to get it finished for our wedding anniversary, because Tim bought me this yarn for our wedding anniversary last year. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with it. Managed to get all the tassels on, get it all finished, and I run out of a bit of yarn. Can you see that little bit there? I run out of this green, and I was doing this when I was at knit group on a Wednesday night with the girls, and Angela said to me, the lady who I work with, just put something really wacky and fun in it out there that's not So I put this bright yellow in. And the thing is, nobody else will have one of them, will they? I like to be different. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with that. Now, with this pack of wool that I got, and it's a sheepy's yarn, it's Stonewash XL, and it's a sheepy's yarn, but there was still a lot left. I mean, it did say that you're supposed to use every last scrap of yarn from the kit, and obviously, I mean, if you put that all together, it must, I haven't weighed it, but I bet if you put all that together, there's at least 100 grams of yarn there, at least. And over Christmas, I was watching Ali from Little Drops of Wonderful, and she was making a hat called Full of Minis, and I thought, what a good way to use up all this, because I think that this sheepy Stonewash is not, it's not XL this, sorry, I said it's XL, isn't it? It's just sheepy Stonewash. I think you can knit this up, or it's not a double knit and it's not a 4-ply. I think it's just a little bit thicker. So I've decided, I bought and downloaded, I don't really want to give too much away because it's paid for pattern, the Full of Mini hats, and the Full of Mini hat, and I'm going to have a go at making this. Now, if I haven't got enough yarn here with this one, with what's left in here, then it's okay, because I have got quite a few little odds and ends of the Stonewash, so I'll be able to use that up. So I'm taking this to Katie's with me too, and hoping to get that cast on. I told you I'm going to do a lot, but you know, it's a holiday. That's how I'm seeing it, as being a holiday. So yeah, so that's waiting in the wings to be done. The next thing is a finished object, and I'm so pleased with this. This is by far one of my favourite things that I've made this year. It is, let me get back, the Snuggle Down Cowl by Jooles of So Sweet Violet. Is that not just absolutely beautiful? I love it. Absolutely love it. So I used 100 grams of floof from Hedgehog Yarns, and some of the minis were from Viking Yarns, and some of the minis was from Yarn for Soul. And I just put them together myself. I do know that you can buy Snuggle Down Cowl kits from Lay Family Yarns. Is it Kelly from Lay Family Yarns? And I do know a few others, a few other dyers are doing them, but I just put mine together. But is that not just absolutely gorgeous? I love it. And talking of Jooles, I believe Jooles went into hospital yesterday to have some breast surgery, so I just wanted to wish her a speedy recovery and hope everything went well. Hope you're okay, Jooles, and that you're fighting fit soon. I'm sure you will be. So yeah, that's me Snuggle Down Cowl. I've also got a couple of books to show you. This one my husband bought me last week, and it is, let me tell you what it is. It's by Erin Lees, and it's the Amigurumi Treasures. It's 15 crocheted projects to cherish, and it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. There's some really, really cute, absolutely cute things in here. I used to do, well, I still do really, it's just that these past probably 6 months I just seem to be more into my knitting than my crocheting. But for a long time that's all I seemed to do, crocheting, and I used to make an awful lot of amigurumi, and I think I'm going to get the crochet hook out again sometime soon. I don't know when, but I am going to do, because I absolutely love this. That's gorgeous, isn't that lovely? I'd love to make that for my daughter, my granddaughter, who absolutely adores unicorns. And then there's another one in here that I'd like to show you. Just bear with me. I should have really found the pages. This is what I mean about how I'm not organised. I'm not professional in any way. and I appreciate everybody who keeps coming back and watching me. Thank you, long suffering viewers, it's much appreciated. And then I absolutely love that one too, so I'm going to make that one as well. So that's just a couple of things out of that book that I'd like to make. And then I saw, now let me just, hold on a second, let me think. Oh, no, I don't know the name of the lady. Cherry Heart Crochet, is it? Cherry Heart Crochet. I saw her with this book, and I'd been looking at this book for some time it was on my wish list in Amazon, and when someone had bought it for, I think it was a birthday, and when she'd flicked through it and I saw what was in it, I thought, oh, I'm going to treat myself to that. So this is a book by Minky Kim, and it's Zaka from the Heart. I'm sure she did show you this. And again, there's some absolutely gorgeous things in here. Really, really nice things. I mean, I love this bucket box, this bowling bag. I'd love to make that. So I might have a go at that for myself. And then there was something else in here that oh, here it is, this tote. I loved this tote bag. So yeah, I'm going to, I've got a lot to do, haven't I? So that's a couple of things that I'd like to do. I've also downloaded a couple of patterns. I want to just do, before I tell you any more, I wanted to just give a bit of a shout out. I know that Ali and I know a couple of other people have done, I don't know what they call it, where they just share to watch other vloggers. And I just wanted to share a couple of people that I've been watching, and they're so nice people, so much fun to watch, very professional, unlike me, but I just wanted to share the love and just give a shout out to a couple of the people that I watch and who I've become quite friends with one of them. So the first one is a lady called Dawn, and her YouTube channel is called Dawn's Days. And again, if I can, I'll put the link down below. She does a blog every week of her daily routine throughout the week. She has just had, I'm sure she won't mind me telling you, but she just has had a bit of a difficult week of it these past couple of weeks. So please do go over, give her a watch, and maybe give her a nice little, you know, thumbs up and say hi. I'm sure she'd appreciate it. And we've also, Dawn and I, just done a little swap. I did film all the things that she put in my swap box, so I will put it in for you to see round about here. Okay guys, so I just wanted to show you, I've done a swap with a friend that I've met through YouTube, Dawn, from Dawn's Days. You'll find Dawn on YouTube, head over to her channel. It's really good, really nice watching, lovely lady. Not just saying this because obviously we've done a swap, but she is a lovely lady, and she's had a bit of a rough time this past couple of weeks, so go over and say hi and support her. But anyway, we've done a swap, and this parcel arrived this morning, and I am, to say really, really overwhelmed is an understatement. Thank you so much, Dawn. She sent me this beautiful Katona, Sheppies Katona cotton. Look at this fabulous, fabulous bag that she's made. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Absolutely love it. She sent me some crisps, some candles, some chocolate and some biscuits and a face pack to have a pamper. By the way, Dawn lives in the Netherlands. And she's even, look at this blows me away, sent Timothy a gift. That is just so, so sweet. Thank you so much, Dawn. That is overly generous. That is really, really kind. Thank you very, very much. I'm going to enjoy a chocolate this evening and maybe a little glass of wine. Thank you so much. I will show you guys what Tim got later on when he gets home from work. All I can say, Dawn, is thank you very much. Your gifts was just so nice, and it's so nice to receive something that the time of the year where it's quite drab, isn't it? You know, you're all been a bit deflated from Christmas. Everybody's just got the Christmas credit card bills. The weather's bad, and I don't need to go on, do I? But, you know, so it's nice to get something in the post that's really rather cheers you up and just makes you feel nice. So yeah, thank you very much, Dawn. I'd also like to give a shout out to a lady called Lindsay from a channel called Stitch Create Love. She's fantastic, absolutely fantastic, professional to the end. She's just brilliant, yeah. So I strongly recommend you go over and give her a watch. She's also on YouTube, and again, if I can do, I'll put the link below. And that's it really. So the other couple of things that I just want to show you before I go, I have downloaded, because that's what I was getting onto. I forgot about that. See, I should make show notes, shouldn't I? And I'd know what we're talking about, but then, you know, it wouldn't be as much fun, would it? So yeah, Lindsay from Stitch Create Love, not her, I think it was episode 2, I'd made some fingerless mittens, and they're the Country Garden fingerless mittens, and the pattern is by Ellie Jones of Craft House Magic, and I really liked the look of them. So you could either download the pattern for the mittens, so there's mittens, and then there's a cowl, and there's also a beret. And I've not actually, I have bought the pack, but I didn't print off the beret because I might make it, but I more wanted it for the mittens and the cowl. So that's also something that's in my to-do list. But what I need to do, I can't decide whether to get some yarn and dye my own yarn for this, or whether I'll get, it's a double knit yarn, or whether I'll go out and purchase some. I haven't decided yet, so that all depends. So that's another one in that's queued up. And then let me just have a drink because I've been rambling for half an hour. Sorry. One last thing I just wanted to show you. I've had this pattern for over 12 months, and I've really wanted to make it, but been put off by it because it's a dressmaking pattern, and I'm no dressmaker. I mean, I just don't make clothes. I'm not much of a dressmaker. Anyway, I got the pattern out the other day, and I read through it, and I've thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? It don't work out and I won't wear it. And at the end of the day, it's only an apron. So this pattern is by Janet Clare, and it's the Artisan Apron. I'm sorry about that, the sun's shining on, well, it's not the sun, it's the light. And what she's done, she's made this from a linen. I don't know if you can, whether it'll focus, if you can see. She's embroidered all different types of things on it. She's embroidered down at the bottom. She's just done, she's decorated it all herself with embroidery stitches. She's put badges on, she's put pins on. So what I wanted to do, I'm going to have a go at making this. So I went to work yesterday, and from work I've bought some heavy duty calico. It's just a plain, it's not really much to see, but it's just a plain calico, but it's quite a nice soft one, and it's quite an heavy duty one. It does call for, on the pattern, it does actually say the fabrics to use. Where did it say what fabric to use? Oh, it says linen. You can either use linen or a directional printed fabric. But I wanted a plain one because this is something else that I'd like to do more of this year, and that's needlework. I love embroidery, but I've never really done anything much embroidering, and I'd really like to get into embroidering and maybe, you know, do more. And I thought, what a really nice way to practice if I made an apron and all my practice pieces go on my apron, and then that way, you know, if it's not perfect, it doesn't matter, does it? It's just something for me. It's probably something I'd wear maybe when I'm working in my craft room, and you know. So yeah, I'm going to have a go at making that, and maybe what I'd quite like to do is at the top of the pattern here, can you see? At the top of the pattern here, I'd quite like to embroider Craftycleggcreations as a start. So I might do that, and I'll see how I get on. And there's anybody out there who does embroidery, if got any hints or tips for somebody who's just starting out, or maybe some YouTube videos that they've watched that they think are good for me that might help me out, please do, like, you know, put a comment below, because I'd really appreciate that. I do know I've been watching Cherie from Holly and Bella, and she's doing some embroidery at the moment. So if there's anything that you think, Cherie, if you watch this, that might help me out, just give me a shout out and let me know. So for now, I think that's it. I did want to tell you as well, just quickly before I go, about my shop update. But there's not really much point, because I updated my shop with quite a few new project bags on Friday. Was it Friday? Either Thursday or Friday. And they've literally sold out apart from 2. So I have today been busy cutting out more bags, and hopefully by Monday we will have a new shop update. So yeah, but if you want to pop over to my little Etsy shop and have a little look in, again, I'll leave the description box below, the link to it. And all it's got for me to say really is thank you very much for listening to me rambling. Always enjoy doing these. I have so much fun. And if you'd like to hit that like button and subscribe, I would very much appreciate that. I'm hoping that if I can get to, I've had quite a few new subscribers again, and I'm hoping if I can get to 400 subscribers, maybe we could have a little giveaway. We'll just have to see what happens. Watch this space. So for now, I'll wish you all a good night, and I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Thank you for watching. Take care.